Hello and welcome. It's Chrisanne, and I'm coming at you from Elemental Energies with Chrisanne. Today we are going to be making this really cute little tag trifold book. I saw somebody make this years and years and years ago, and I kind of put my own spin on it. I don't know who it was, unfortunately, but let me show you what it is. So I am using a coffee stained paper. It's the whole thing. The book page that I'm using throughout is this book page that I've had on my desk that I've been stamping on and everything. So I'm using that. This is some of the papers that I've made. These are some of the stickers that I've been buying off Temu. You open it up. There's journaling space here, journaling space here, journaling space here, journaling space here, and look, in each and every one of these, there's a pocket, and in the pocket is a tag, and there's journaling space on the tag. I haven't decided if I'm going to do lines on the tags or not, but for right now, I'm leaving them as is. And there are 4 tags in this book, and maybe you've noticed, but I've used my really fun Halloween hole protectors. This one's a cat. You can't really tell that that one's a cat, but that one's a bat, that one is a spider, and that one's a witch's hat. How cute is this? So we have 4 tags for journaling, and it's not really a trifold. I don't really know what it is. It's a it's a fold. I don't know. I'll come up with the name. You'll see what I name it on the thumbnail. How's that? But this is going to be going in my Season of the Witch journals. So I have made these for, like any holiday. In fact, I have one right here. I'm probably going to do a future video, not in the month of October. And I have this one that's just sort of a general holiday one. One year I gave these with all the other gifts that I gave to the teachers because I thought they would get a kick out of. I used index cards up here, so that's another idea. You can use index cards. I didn't do the notch holes on this one, but I did do the notch holes on this one, and I really like the notch holes on that. So there's some ideas for you. It doesn't have to be very Halloween-y, and it doesn't have to be very witchy. FYI, I'm covered in ink once again. But let's get started. I think these are super cute. It's going to be a great addition to my journals. I'm going to use these in corner pockets, belly band, tuck spots, any of the pocket things that I've been making. This is going to be tucked into my Season of the Witch journal. So that's how I'm going to be using it. So I have my coffee stained paper. This is an 8.5 by 11 sheet of copy weight cardstock that I have stained with coffee. Many moons ago, I did a video, it's probably on my page. What I do is I mix coffee in a squirt bottle. I take instant coffee, mix it with water in a squirt bottle. I shake it all up and I spray it down. That's how I do it. I don't dip it. I don't do any of that type of stuff. I squirt it with a squirt bottle. And I lay them on top of each other. Squirt the next one, lay it on top of each other. Squirt the next one, lay it on top of each other. I'm only squirting the tops because the bottoms are connecting with the top from the previous one below it. Leave it out in the sun on my deck to dry. I do make them in the summer. And depending on the weather, it dries within a day. A big stack of wet coffee stained paper on my deck will dry within a day. If it's like over 85, over 80, 85, it will dry sitting in the direct sun, the whole stack. I'm telling you, that's how I do it. And this is what I get. I get beautiful coffee stained paper. I used to dip it hanging on a drying rack to dry, blah, blah. No, that was too much work. I I don't have the patience for that. So that's how I make my coffee stained paper. I get my squirt bottle at the dollar store, and I get my instant coffee at the dollar store as well. So for $2.50 plus tax, plus the paper, which is about, I think it's $5.97 for a ream at Walmart. I have so much coffee stained paper because one bottle, I'm getting the like really big squirt bottles that will last me a while. So give that a try. Maybe you live in a warmer climate, so that might be something you want to give a try to. If not, and you want to squirt it out on your deck, or use, sometimes I use a tin lasagna dish, and I squirt them in that, and then I put them in the hottest room in my house in the winter to dry. And believe it or not, my hottest room is the bathroom, especially if I close the door. That room gets to be really, really hot. And yeah, it can dry. But let's get going on the tutorial. So what I do is I have the paper going the long way here. I fold it up, matching corners to corner. I take my bone folder, and I have this after I flatten it out. I now come and fold the whole thing in half again, bone folder. So I have this, and mine is opening to the right, but it doesn't matter. I am going to fold this back on itself, give it a crease. I am going to flip it around, take this piece, fold it over on itself, give it a crease. You really do need a bone folder or something that you can use as a bone folder. So now this is what I have. It opens like this. It opens like this. It opens like this. Next thing I want to do is come in with my, this is a smidge under an inch, circle punch. I open this first one up. I'm only doing one sheet right here on this first box, and I'm coming in and I'm making a notch hole. On these next two, this is actually, you see this like W fold or Y fold or M fold. I'm going to do both of these, which is actually 4 sheets of paper, at the same time. And that's how I'm going to get a nice match. Because this is copy-weight paper, it's not very thick. I'm going to close that. Now I'm at my back page. I only want to do this. I don't want to do the back. My front and back cover do not have a notch hole in them. Let me show you what I have. Let me open it up and give you one more demonstration on how I folded this. So I have my 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. I fold it in half. I take this, I fold it in half again. I take this edge, I fold it back in half on itself. I flip it over, I take this edge, I fold it back on itself again. I come in, I do a notch hole on the inside of the front. I do a notch hole on all of the inside together at once. And then I do a notch hole on the inside of the back page. Okay? Next thing I want to do is I did my black inking everywhere. You don't have to do this. You can do it in brown. You can do it in black. This one's smudging. It's definitely smudging. I am making sure I'm coming in and getting the notch holes. But this ink likes to smudge on me. And that's all right. It is what it is. It adds to the grunginess of everything. And there's a lot here to ink. Make sure you're getting the notch holes and the back. And then I'm doing the sides. I'm doing the bottom. I'm doing these edges. I'm doing absolutely everything. The other thing I'm doing are these creases. There. Now I'm going to do the front cover. Do the front bottom. Now some of this is going to be on the inside. Some of this you're not going to see, but you know what? I just go ahead and do everything. I want to make sure I'm getting this. This is the back cover. This is the back side of those notches that we already did, but come in and get these done. And then I want to do these edges as well. Let's get these edges. And let's get these edges. And then this is the back cover. I just want to give that a little bit more. Okay. So this is what we have. That needs a little bit more here in my mind. I like to see my ink when I'm edging it. So that's what I have. Now, the next thing we need to do is actually glue this together. What I'm going to do is I am going to take glue and I'm going to do it up this side on the creases. I'm only doing it on half the sheet, as you can see. Up the creases, and I'm doing this with a fine tip glue. I am going to give this a close, and I'm going to make sure, there goes my light, let me see if I can, oh, there's my light again. Okay, let me glue these down, just kind of being mindful of that ink. There. Okay, so those are glued down. So this is what we have. The next thing we need to do, I want to glue these two together. All I'm going to do is add glue to the inside of number 2. And I'm gluing page 2 to page 3. And these are going to be our talk spots for the tags. So this is what I have now. Open it up. Page 2 has now been glued to page 3. And here we have page 4 and the back cover. Let's go ahead and let's decorate this. I have a bucket of things here. One thing that I want to do is I'm using up this book page that I've had here on my desk that I've been using to stamp on. I have my garbage right here. And I am going to rip off this center seam. This is dictionary page. So it's thinner paper. That is a good size for me for the front cover. I am going to give this a little bit of ink, not a lot, because it's a little smudgy lately. Whether it's user error or not, it's still smudgy. And we're going to come in, make sure this is upright. And we're going to glue that down to the front cover. Flip it around. We are going to do one on the back cover. I want everything to be covered. I'm not going to be gluing this book into my book. You certainly could. I'm not going to be. And let's glue this in. Even though I have a huge dictionary full of book page, I'm still reusing this. So there. Nice base. Front, back cover. Next thing I want to do is come in and add a little strip of book page on each one of these. And I'm just going to add a little bit of edging to these. Not a ton. Some of that's going to be covered up anyways. So on my 4 pages, there's going to be a little bit of book page. These go fairly quick. Like I said, one year I gave a bunch of these to the teachers. Not sure they're exactly into journaling, but that's okay. I thought it was something cute. I gave them other stuff too. They know I like to make things with paper and book page, and you know, I tried to use like school supplies. I thought it was clever. And of course I gave some to my friends too. There. Once you sort of get your system down, these go really quickly. So there, all my book page is attached. Next thing that I want to do is I have a piece of paper that I've made, and it's the Distress Oxide sprays. And I just came in and just did some corner rounding on this. I'm going to add this to the front cover. Yeah, I'm going to do a little bit of edging on this. I like my edging to be seen. This is just giving it a little more, I don't know, color. A little more something. The next thing I want to do is I have some pre-cut tag pieces. I have some pieces that are left over from those tag pieces. I used the paper from Park Lane Foil Halloween Paper Crafting Printed Paper Pad 80 pound 48 sheets. This one, oh yeah, this one was the Joann's. The Joann's one. So that's the one I used on the demo one. And that's the one I'm using on this one. So after I cut my paper down, I cut it 5 inches by 2 inches. Or all of these, I believe. Let me just double check that they're 2 inches wide. Yep. So 5 inches by 2 inches for my tags. But I have these leftover pieces. So let's add that while we're decorating. We're going to come in and do the tags in a little bit. And let's just give that a little bit. I was just trying to use up some of my papers. Now you can see I came in and added a little bit more on the inside here. And then this one we're going to use on the back cover. And then these, let me just ink all 4 of these up. I'm just cutting up every little scrap I have left over from that paper, and I'm coordinating everything in the book with the tags, with everything. And I'm using up every piece of paper. I'm going to leave that edge. Let's just glue these down sort of haphazardly in and amongst the book. And we're going to do stickers in here as well. I have been collecting stickers on Temu, and now I'm using them. There should be an award for using the stuff we're collecting. So I have all these different stickers. I like them all. That's my problem. One's kind of steampunk looking. A lot of these are kind of steampunk looking. Let's use this one. I like this one. So I want her on the cover. And then next, right here, as I drop my other stickers, I'm going to do the trees. Right here. I'll do these trees. I'm not really sure what that is, but we're doing it because it's pretty. This is kind of foresty scene. And then one more for the back cover. Now I came in with these stickers just to add a little bit more Halloween. I didn't add them. Oh, yes, I did. Oh, I did add them to the inside. All right, let's go ahead and add them. Bat wings. Another bat wings one. A beetle one. Just adds a little bit more Halloween. And then for that one, we'll do these gypsy moths. So these are this strip of stickers. That's these. Next thing that we need to do is we need to do the actual tags that are going to go inside. Now, to do the tags, what I did is I took my tag punch, and I've used this tag punch in quite a few other videos. Keep in mind, my measurements for this are 2 by 5. That is significant because each one of these tags is either 1.5 inches wide, 2.5 inches wide, or 2 inches wide. I wanted it to fit in this punch and to fit in this book. So let's put these in that 2-inch slot. There's a little slot right here that these fit right in. I put it all the way in, and then I get that. I put this all the way in, and I get that. Now, those little hole protectors, those Halloween hole protectors that I have, those are die cuts. And I have already die cut a bunch of those. And I just ran the die cut through my little T-Sizzix. And I've shown this in other videos where I take my die cuts. In this case, I used black cardstock leftover. Black cardstock. I just put the sandwich together, run it through, and then I get my die cuts. So I did cats, witches' hats, spiders, and bats. I got these on Temu as well. Just pull out a whole bunch here. I made a whole bunch, and then I have a whole bunch of tag protectors. I mean, not tag protectors, hole protectors. I think this is my container. Oops, with my hole protectors. Yeah, it is. I like to punch my hole protectors out in black paper. I'm going to be doing all different colors. These aren't my Halloween ones. These are my everything ones. But I'm going to be putting my Halloween ones in that container when I'm done. So, I'm done with this. So let's move this out of the way. Let's move these out of the way. This was a whole set that I got on Temu of multiple holidays. So let's just pick 4 to get glued. So we have a cat, a bat, a spider, and a hat. Almost rhymes. And then I'm going to take these and just chuck them in here. I got this little container at the dollar store. Came with one of those makeup sponge things, but I used the sponge for my inking. And then I kept the container because I thought it was adorable. And then you can use tweezers for this. If you don't have nails, you may need tweezers. This is fiddly. And the holes on my hole protectors are a smidge smaller than the holes on the tags. But that's okay. We are making it work. You do not need a lot of glue. The glue seeps out everywhere. But it dries clear. I think these are adorable. And then the spiders. I have seen these on Amazon as well, so check it out. They're die-cut holiday hole protectors. Goodness. Now, the last one is the cat. This one kind of sticks up a little bit. Just a tinge. Super cute. Now, if I wanted to, I can come in and do lines on the back. I'm not sure I'm going to do that right now. If I decide I might do that later, I don't know yet. The next thing I want to do is take my fibers, and I've coordinated the purple fibers, and I need 4. So I'm saying we're going to do approximately 7.5 inches. I pull out 4. I cut them all at once. There's my 4. And I simply fold it in half. This one has like a gold with it, like a gold twine, gold thread in it. That gold thread kind of separates a little bit, so you have to just kind of be careful. The cat is the only one that you can't kind of see it's a cat. I mean, you can kind of see it's a cat. But the rest of them, I think these are so cute. And with this set, like I said, I got multiple holidays, but I got it for the Halloween ones. I like Halloween. I like doing Halloween things. I do Halloween things year round. And I know I'm kind of flying through this project. If you need to rewind it, watch it again, go ahead. So let me show you these tag toppers. I love this one. Okay, now let's put them in our book. I want one of them to face out. So see, I can see it from the front. The next one, I'm gonna tuck in facing this way. The next one, it's in its own pocket. You'll see you've created 4 separate pockets when you do this. Put it there. And then last but not least, the bat. And then I kind of line them up. Actually, I already pretty much did line them up. And that's it. It's done. Let me give you a flip through. Journaling space here, journaling space on the tag. Journaling space here, journaling space on the back of the tag. Journaling, 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 journaling. Lots of journaling space in this cute little teeny tiny book. And like I said, I've given just this as gifts before with other things. You know, I always give handmade items to my friends, and some of my friends get a real kick out of all the different little mini books and mini folios and, you know, all that type of stuff that I come up with. So see what you come up with. I hope you make these. I hope you have fun with these. I love making these, and it's a 1-sheet wonder basically. Well, 2 sheets if you include this. So super easy to create. Maybe I'll call it a 2-sheet wonder book with tags. I don't know. I'll come up with something clever or not. I don't know. Well, thank you so much for tuning in. Please subscribe to my channel. I would really appreciate it. Share my channel, like my videos. I'm trying to get my numbers way up so I can get monetized, because I am posting a video every single day. And I like posting a video every single day. It's fun for me. So thank you so much for tuning in. Take care and be free.